don't know the power of the
Blah,
dark
blah.
side.
Okay. Selective, force third, okay. Headless we don't use, field rations. Cool. That should be everything. Alright. Just make sure it works. 40 hours of testing! That's how we do it, right? My life again. This is just single player mission testing. We're not even gonna get into MP mission testing because I'm still testing what I want baked into this mod. Because it is just a massive bastardization of a lot of different things. Where's my Arizona tea? Nah, it's Arnold Palmer, even better. Alright, that works fine. But what if I gave myself a vehicle? I figured I'd stream some of this because all the other times I've been working on this, I've been busy with other stuff. So give me something stupid. Yeah, it gets me in all right. Probably don't want to fire that. Yeah. Oh, whew. Forgot how fun these things are. Fuck it. Let's take it for a test spin. How does she fly again? Does she VTOL or does she... Whew. Right. Textures are a little wonky to say the least. Got afterburners and all that fun jazz. Not bad. It's like electronic countermeasure. Oh yeah, she wonky. She hella wonky. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely this is one of those things where you gotta just throttle, but yeah, alright. Point of that was just to make sure the settings were fine, so now I gotta put that in a paste bin and execute that. So let's see, add on, export. Now just how fast can I scroll down? You know, there's the copy to clipboard button right there. I really should have considered that. But, you know, I have my own little stupid ways, so I'm just going to hit that button. Let's see. Paste bin. Paste. Create new paste. And now to take that in a link. And that should be good. Okay. Now we'll open up the developer thingy again. But yeah, everything for the most part of what I tested. Now, I've already built an op. I built it a while ago, but I already redid all the testing for it to make sure everything worked, did a few adjustments, made sure things were upped for, that was the wrong file. I think it was the wrong file. Yeah, that was definitely the wrong file. Wait a second. Why is it yelling at me for R&D stuff? Probably because the HTML booted the wrong version of swap that we're using. That looks to be the case. Heck. That won't affect the settings, because there's only one additional ACE setting in there that doesn't even mean anything. It's just an extra medical thing. But if I were to close my mod set real quick, and I were to look at what swap mod it loaded, it's going to be the wrong one. It's not going to be the custom one I spent all day. Yep, it is the localized main. Okay, let's hit local mod. It's going to be on the last thing I made. I literally had to make a Dropbox account for this stupid thing. There we go. That's the one I want. Here, real quick, I'm actually going to remake my HTML for this since I just ported an HTML that did not work. Let's see. Export list, only loaded. That is test 2. Yes, replace it. Go back to Discord. Delete that. Yeah, it's because they're named the same, so it would probably still work. It just needs the right one. Oh, no. Discord. Hey. Come on. Don't lag out on me, puppy. Come on. There we go. Alright. That is all good. I can delete that paste bin, and that should be fine. Alright, let's kick it into high gear here. So, let me show you guys what we're developing. Well, it's not really developing anything per se. Actually, I do have a little bit of development going on, but that's a little side project that I don't even know will happen. It's gonna be converting fucking Sentinels from Warhammer 40k into ATRTs and ATSTs, but we'll get to that. That just involves PAA files and rewriting their weapon configs, but nothing too bad. But here's the deal. Serious shit. So, Opposition as a dev team right now is publishing a bunch of lines of code in all of their mods that make it incompatible with all Star Wars R&D mods. All additional Star Wars mods being made outside of Opposition Operation Trebuchet, and 40k There Is Only War. So there's a line of code in multiple places in all of those mods. So far, it is in Starship Trooper, Mass Effects, and Star Wars Opposition maps. Multiple lines of code everywhere that basically say if it detects any of these PBO add-ons, it forces your mission to index. Now, Opposition is claiming that they're doing this to stop incompatibility issues. That's bullshit. They're stopping it, quote-unquote, because there is, quote-unquote, evidence of those mod teams stealing stuff from Opposition. I'm going to tell you, from someone that's cracked open PBOs, that that's a big thing of bullshit, because there is actually, in the current build of Opposition for Star Wars, Warhammer 40k files in it. And I once sent that to the TIOW dev team, and we had a big laugh about it. So a team is basically bricking other mods using that stuff because they don't like them. That's really it. It's really that petty. And if you ask me on levels of pettiness I've seen in the Star Wars community, I've seen it both in the Arma units and the dev team. It's really ugly. Like, don't get in the politics in there. But anyway, I know for a fact that they are going to eventually have an update for the Opposition Star Wars thing that breaks its compatibility with all other sci-fi mods. So what I've made is a localized copy of the mod that I control that also includes R&D mods from other communities that are really, really good, that I actually had a hand in working with in terms of testing back in the day, both in the 501st and 212th. And we've also added a bunch of other sci-fi and map packs to this mod set to literally allow for every and all, like, thing Star Wars, except for Opposition maps. Now, if this goes well, I can localize an older copy of Opposition maps that doesn't have those lines of code. But that's only going to be if, you know, a lot of people in TSB wanted to do Star Wars stuff. And there's so many things you can do with Star Wars, mind you. But I'm going to boot Sharpur. If anyone remembers this, I made this mission file back in, like, September. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, September. Like, probably around 9/11, if I remember correctly. It was the 11th. Yeah. Oh, trust me, they can't DMCA me. We start throwing DMCAs around. I'm big enough where I can literally just call Disney and say, hey, here's some evidence of stuff. But I don't want to get into true politics like that, because if Disney feels like pulling the plug, then we all lose, and there's no fun in that. Now, was this fixed? Yeah, it was fixed. But look, long story short, there's a lot of stupid stuff within the Star Wars community that I know, but it's not worth bringing up because it's just so stupid. So yeah, one of those two factions allied. This is the fixed file, but it's not the final file I made. Because the final file I made fixed all these roads, because if you clip roads like that where they're floating over their actual texture, then they don't become viewable. So it's has to be this one, unless I didn't save it, in which case I'm a major freaking dumbass. Nope, this is the fixed one. Okay, cool. And this is the one updated with all the medical. I just remembered that I don't think I fixed that. Yeah, I need that to be allied, because otherwise that turret would shoot out those vehicles, and that would look really weird. Those things are up there, so I have attachment commands, because it's supposed to be scripted that computer terminals in this building, yeah, bowcaster, blah, blah, blah. There's a few little hinks here and there. Yeah, those control gunnery of those turrets. Sexy. Okay. Fun stuff. Anyway, I need to add on options, load the new set of swap stuff. There we go. And that's going to save the third-party ASEX options, such as sitting and... What's ASEX Fortify? Oh, do we want to do Fortify tool stuff? I mean... Let's not for now. Let's let the mod set take volume, but I'll write that as a note. Yeah, that'll be fine. Plus, that's something you write as a script when you're loading in to allow that sort of shit anyway. But yeah, that's all fine. Selective force first person disabled. So hypothetically, just because I always like to, you know, double, triple check my shit. Yes, Barbarian, you can save them locally. That's how I've run my stuff for years. From a safe company. You just have to always have a backup Barbarian, because once every few months, all of your settings will get wiped in an Ace update. Ace doesn't roll them over. If Ace updates, you lose them. Which is why we back them up on the Discord. Oh, also, here. I was on the topic. I'm gonna actually back out and show that. Hold up. So again, on the topic of opposition, you know, getting mad at other dev teams because of, you know, quote unquote, who stole what. Here's something else that's really funny, and I completely skipped over it because I'm too used to seeing it. Let's see if I can get it to come back up. Mind you, I hope it comes back up because I quickly hit OK on it, but it was an RHS file that is also in swap. So again, who steals what? I find really funny. The whole... We're gonna put lines of code in that prevent other mods from working. It's so stupid. Like, I get it if it was an actual problem, but it's not. Okay, I'm not gonna get it to go again, but it was an RHS USAF file, or SAF, one of the two. But, yeah. Hypocrites yell the loudest, exactly. So, no first person in here. We've got... I believe with these you have to Ace Interact to get in, but you can get in Gunner, Driver, blah, blah, blah. Before we get in the Driver, hit Enter. Easy as that. Now, these missions will be run on a Saturday. Either this Saturday if Finn doesn't want the slot, or probably 2 Saturdays from now. No, I'm going to lock it to first person because that's the TSB standard. But this is going to be all about blowing up these silos, and they have certain roles, demolitions experts that have demo bags and shit. But it's basically, and I'll do this as a demo, but I'll tell them all to get down. But yeah, you can see the inside of them. It also doesn't throw that far. But you got 15 seconds on that. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those have a really big explosive AoE, by the way. That's why I threw it behind in these Heskos. If you were to go prone right behind these Heskos, you would probably still get like a minor leg injury. That's what I had in testing, at least. But, yeah. So they've got demo guys to do that, and their goal is going to be to blow up all the silos in there. And the secondary objective is to hack a turret grid, and that'll shoot down some of the ships. But this is another funny thing that pops up once in a while. So, because I'm in the 506, I do the Control-Y hotkey to get into Zeus nowadays. Because I spent so long weekly doing their Secret Squirrel stuff. But they wrote a command in the 501st R&D mod where they have a new jetpack system that uses Control-Y to jump instead of Control-Space.
Goat team
So it yells at you for not having a jetpack to use that command if you do that. So that's why you might see that come up once in a while, and then they have like a 1/10% that comes up with an ooh thing instead, which I think is a bit funny. But if we were to go to, excuse me, let's see. It's gonna take me a few moments to adjust everything because I haven't done Star Wars stuff in a while. But if I were to grab just a few stormtroopers, for example. The ballistics testing I've done for at least base weaponry off of DC-15As, E-11s, whatever the droid gun is, and the Rebel A-280 is this. So if I were to shoot myself, what I tend to find is, oh my god, what the hell happened to his scope? Yeah, some of the ballistics are a bit fucked. There we go. But if I were to shoot myself, I should go down. If I'm unlucky, it'll be 2 hits. If I'm lucky, it'll be up to 5. So I'm unlucky, so it's 2. But that gets you, you know, 2 wounds on yourself. But Captain Doomsday, thanks for the 11-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. But again, you're going to keep seeing that pop up because I do Control Y, because I'm, you know, a pleb. But the balance here is you can one-shot the enemy pretty easily, which I can up that number a little bit, but I think for testing purposes right now, just to see, you know, get people excited for the op, you know, have one guy be able to drop like 5 stormtroopers, you know, we'll start with that. Yes, this is for TSB. Yeah, it's accurate to actual stormtroopers. Yeah, that's the funny one. Are you stupid, matey? Don't you have a jetpack? Oh, well. I'll show you their jetpack system, but I don't really plan on using it. Maybe for like a special thing, but let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that one was 3, but it's anywhere from 2 to 5 shots you take to the chest. They're gonna be pretty big, like that's 5 large velocity wounds, so he's gonna take a while to get up. But, you know, this is the closest I can get for medical. If I want them to be more tanky, I can get more armored rebel armor, because there's a massive variety in the mod set. But yeah, lore-wise, this is actually pretty accurate. It's just, you know, I'm trying to also make it so that it's playable. But to also help alleviate this, we have the bleed-out effects turned down and shit. Yeah, the Mandalorians, they have much better armor, to be perfectly honest. And I fixed helmet UIs, so they would work in for TSB. So strong heart rate's still there. He doesn't need CPR, so really what I need to check is blood pressure. But I mean, I should technically wake back up based off of the bleed out settings, but still. I just Control Y to wake myself up, but I'd wake up eventually with the medical settings. It just checks every so often. But if not, they could just put a small blood bag in me and that would be fine. But those are the ballistic settings we're going for. Also, I had to fix this damn road. That way now if I, you know, go low, you know, it doesn't delete itself when it gets close. That's just a texture glitch that sometimes happens. But like I said, op will be pretty much blowing up these silos as the primary, and if we were to do a head count again, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, and then back here there's another 30, 38 total, so. And then there's additional throwable seed charges in there, and then that room controls gunnery, and those will, you know, take a few minutes to hack each terminal, but basically I will be just swiveling these turrets around and telling them to shoot at these. Which case, I got civilians up here so I can add these panels, because what will end up happening is I blow these up for smoke effect. So you get these nice explosive effects. It sounds muted because of the distance, also because I'm technically unconscious, so sounds for me are muted. So you get that smoke effect, and then I can basically add the platform via the civvy there, because it's done locally. So with that, I can add it from the ground, and then, wow, he survived the fall. Interesting. Attach it to one of those trucks, delete the 2 concrete things, and have it actually, like, fall into the ground. So, again, I tested this all, like, months ago. literally half a year ago. The reason we didn't run it was because the 501st R&D mod got removed from the workshop, which is another reason why we're localizing them, to make it easier for myself. Oh yeah, and then some of the civvies, they'll run off from the platforms, so, you know, I just gotta do a little bit more testing for that. But that mission's gonna require a little bit of cray-cray setup. So, that's that mission. Again, if Finn doesn't have anything planned for this Saturday, I'll run this mission, another mission on it. If he does have something planned, we won't see this run for another 3 Saturdays, unless Sniper Wolf doesn't feel like doing his Saturday. And these turrets are going to be disabled because quote-unquote Saboteur came in and did it. But it's going to be like a beeline rush. Now, another project we're working on. Now, this is going to look really stupid. Gonna admit that right off the bat. And it's going to be with ATRTs first. But what if I took PAA files and I retexture this to kind of look like that. It would be better for the ATRT because it's more appropriately sized. But, you know, what if we retextured this to give that more of a gray appearance so we could actually have working walkers? Really stupid idea, but it could work. And then I have another guy retexturing the weaponry to remove the 40k weaponry and add the laser cannons. So that'll be something that'll take a week or two to develop. Plus, we won't be able to use that many of them because Sentinels are still going to be Sentinels. They're still very laggy. Fun fact, the TIOW community bases performance of servers off of how many Sentinels can run on the server before crashing. So they use Sentinels as a currency for server performance. That was something I found really interesting, but crazy little fun facts for you. Not stupid if it works. I agree, Iceberg. Again, I would just want something that works, you know? Because from there, that would be cool. But anyway, that's the premise of that mission. Ready to go. Not gonna lie, this actually took about 10 hours to make and test. A lot of testing went to ballistics testing originally, and ship falling down and shit. And if we were counting all the testing I've done for the new mod set, this mission's probably taken about 20 hours. Heck. But now we're going to work on a something else. And this is where I will update the mission command because, yeah. Now, I want to see, where are those Zargabad Mando jumpers? Will you boot? Oh yeah, Dawn, I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't. R&D stuff that got removed from 501st. That's okay. That's okay. 501st changes stuff all the time. But again, this is why localized and all that shit is going to be nice. Because it means I can, you know, make sure if there's a major update, it's not going to fuck us over and we can pretty much run this forever. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest. Opposition, as it is right now, with all the fixes that the R&D mods provide, there is so much shit you can do with it. From almost every era other than Old Republic. You'd have to stretch a few things to make it Old Republic level ready, but you can still do it. That's something I might experiment with later. It's just you don't have any, like, you know, true Sith shit. But that's okay. Kek is something I say as a filler term. Just, you know, XD or whatever. Just better than saying XD, because that's kind of weird. Then again, I'm weird. Let's be honest. Someone that fucking does Arma Zeusane all the damn time? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking weird. What's also nice is we get to use all the op tray textures, all of the everything textures. All the GOS textures, everything I've built. It's just now I'm thinking, what would be a good Mandalorian thing, or something that we can use our jetpacks with? And you know what? I think that's something. How do I want to do this? You know what? Crazy idea. Crazy freaking idea. Where's GRS Staraya? We'll go back to this map. This will be kind of a throwback for me, but I need a small village. And I need to find those assets from Pandora. So, where's something we never used in the original campaign? Too military. No, I want something... I want a village. This could work. But I want something crazy. Where's Pandora? Come on, Pandora. Where are you? Pandora. Now, I gotta be careful here, because some of the shit in here will crash my game. So, you know, that's just Pandora as it is, but... Alright, I don't give a crap about the suitcases. What I want... Oh, shit! See, you learn so much when you look through the mods themselves, because there's actually, like, virtual assets in there that you can use. Giggity. So, rifle assets, that's cool. But city. No. No, come on, where are the actual structures? I know they exist, I've used them before. I also know the mod's been getting updated. Oh, that bastard, if he took it out of spawn. I'm gonna be so mad. This isn't right. This isn't right. They're not sorted then, so it's buried somewhere. Barbarian, why would you make a bad joke like that? No, those are the Venators. We'll be touching that later. Yeah, so we got all the 212 stuff in there too. We got op trace stuff, but no. There's... Oh, I actually add new shield stuff? Cool. Okay. That was a meme. Sorry, reminiscing the past. Alright, come on. Structures. I gotta find this. Alarm Imperial. Oh, that's a scripted item to play an alarm. The Cantina. Those are scripted music things. No. Is it buried in village? No. That's just cup being cup. I'm gonna find these. You know, it might have been an extension based off of swap maps that unlocked them. If that's the case, I'm gonna be pissed. Here, let's look, Let me try that. Because if it's not gonna be an extension there... Flamefire logic, that will be interesting. I really do need to test flamethrower stuff. But if it's not gonna be in there, then it'll be in somewhere else. Which is a shame, because I wanted to make a jumpy jump op. But, worst comes to worst, I could, what's an ATAP? Oh yeah! No, this is what I was originally thinking of for the Sentinels. We can make them into ATAPs. Oh my god. Duh. And then those are the lawn frickin' chicken walker ATSTs. But yeah, no, Sentinels could totally be ATAPs. God. I couldn't think of that. Corinth's platforms. God damn it. God, the memories. I haven't touched this thing in so long. But I don't see what I want. Alright, the chair's inside the AT-AT. And then inside the AT-AT, that one you can actually go in and shit. That's for, like, you know, if you want to start your mission from an AT-AT and then you can, like, you know, rappel down and stuff, do a scripted thing. That's cool. Imperial Barracks. God, yeah, that's from the game. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things you can use in here for assets and shit, but I'm looking for something very specific. But I might not have access to it. Dang. That's okay. Let me do one last check on the Pandora mod. But it was basically an ability for me to spawn those items in the Pandora map, because otherwise they're set to hidden. But I'm pretty sure it was swap maps that actually enabled that. Again, my little joke about how swap doesn't steal anything and they stole all the map assets from Pandora. And made them unlockable. But, again, I digress. Hypocrisy. So, worst comes to worst for this. I did have a backup idea, and I think we're going to have to go with it. It's going to be a little more on the laggy end, but it would be doable. Alright, we're going to have to do it. First off, I'm going to just take a look at Pandora, because I haven't in a very long time, and I know it's been updated quite a few times. Is there an updated Ace with the old medical? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Remy has a copy of that, since he made a video hating on it. Personally, I think with what TSB's done with it, we've made it better than the old Ace medical. And I'm not sure if you guys have been sitting around for the debriefs and noticing the KIA ratios, but there's been a lot less death in TSB Offset Izeus now compared to the previous medical. So I, for one, would argue that the new medical is actually, like, better. You know what I mean? Like, I still hate fractures, but yeah. So anyway, it's it would add objects like this, so you can make floating platforms like that. But Pandora doesn't give you that right itself. The actual mod did for swap maps, so that's fine. I can always localize that later if need be. God, I remember opening this map and not being able to load it because of crazy BS. But again, really cool map. What I'm curious to know is, if I get on the ground, are all the trees still facing the same way and floating? Yes, they are. Oh my god, he added red grass to everything? Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. So, like, nightmare fuel level terrain, but I still love it. Yeah, so again, good sci-fi shit. More floating stuff. Oh man, he added a lot more floating stuff. Hot damn. Usually this was limited to one area. And he added a platform back here. Alright, so yeah, there have been some updates to this map. Cool. And that's new. I haven't seen that before. But yeah, the swap mod, the swap maps mod let you add these textures to things. So I'm probably going to end up localizing that at some point, but hey, that's okay. However, this is not going to be the mission I utilize for my project. No, we're going to go to Iberius. because I need the high rises. From what I've had my members in TSB test, Remy's group, more than anything, I knew them as like World War II guys because they're also part of like Digby's new circle is World War II, and Digby did a lot of World War II themed stuff. So I can only assume they, do World War II. But I know for a fact that Ace did a lot of crazy shit to World War II mods because of how World War II mods were made. For example, for IFA, if you were to use an IFA anti-tank weapon, so like a World War II Panzerfaust against a vanilla Merkava tank, or Merklava, however you say it, the Panzerfaust would freaking deck the Merkava because they made all their damage values ridiculous and on their own level. So naturally, when Ace restructures everything, and everything in that mod set is set to be cray-cray, it's gonna break. Now, from what I remember, I think it was Skelly testing everything, TSB Skelly, the Soviets are unkillable right now. Like, they're the gods. Like, Soviet stellinium runs in their veins as blood. And they, yeah, it's crazy. Where can you get? I have no fucking idea. I don't know where you can get Remy shit. That's just the word on the street, quote-unquote, that I hear about, I used to have such a vast intel network across SWAP, TIOW, RHS, like every major mod set I had in years somewhere. That's kind of fallen out of favor because I've kind of picked and chosen where I wanted to be in terms of communities, but I still hear things. If it's big enough, even if it's small enough, I hear. People come to me over shit. And I will be making a video talking about what Swap's doing at some point. If not this week, next week, but only because I've been busy as fuck with things. But I digress. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me open a file here. I already have a few things put down. I was just doing a look-see on this town, kind of hedging my bets here, seeing what I can do where. But I want to open the Bisteria temp mission file because I need to copy and paste the Mando in there because I already have all the things set up for right there. Yeah, Trooper, but it's not supposed to, but it's because of the damage models. If you actually look in the settings, like, for example, Ace Arsenal, where you can compare body armors, some of the body armors from World War II mods are full hit point coverage, which you only see in comparison, for example, in the 6E3 whatever the fuck from RHS, which is like the most overpowered Russian body armor. It's body armor level 6, but there are some body armors in World War II, I don't think it's IFA specifically, it's other ones, though, that give you that level of armor. Because when they made it, they also thought of player-based enjoyment in mind, and I love that about it. However, with the Ace update, it's kind of broken a few things, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go back to Iberius. Check my Discord DMs. I swear to God, Barbarian, if it's not a lewd Neko thing, I'm going to be mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. That is nice. Thick. Okay. I just send them to Bloodwayne. Try to give her ideas. Iceberg's reaction there. That's the best part. Alright, where do I want to... I just throw myself down in the middle and we'll figure it out. Let's see. Add-on options, load, swap. Oh, I'll always take lewd Nekos as payment. It's like the best. Until I actually start needing to take real money for payment because, I have to feed myself. And pay for my phone bill and the roof over my head and college. But, well, college is almost done. I only own like $5 more grand on 3 more classes in the next summer. But everything else is paid up. Alright, now to really fuck around. Barbarian, I do pay you. Do you have contact in GM? For TSB main, which is the main mod set in TSB, yes. For this, for swap, no. Every other mod set that is run in TSB, you do not need GM or contact. Unless for whatever reason they want to use Livonia and swap, in which case you will need contact. Now, reason I'm doing this is real simple. Gotta spam that enhanced movement, boy. How do I design this type of op? What about T0? Just contact right now.
Let's
Am I slower? Am I crouched? I feel like I'm sprinting slower than I normally would.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Down. No, it's just because of the building size. Alright, let's see if I can double jump this bitch. Yeah, so I'm going to build an op that focuses on going on the high rises, but I need to put little checkpoints down or something for players to get back up in case they miss, because you better fucking believe they're going to miss. I gotta lose some weight, man, yeah, right? You only get 2 jumps, though, per recharge. And the recharges take a few seconds. And then there's some buildings that there's no way in hell they're going to get to. So it's how do we build a linear op out of jumping? Because the month I was in their airborne group, the jetpacks, pretty fucking dope. I just wish they got to use them more often. They had a bunch of different types of training for jetpack stuff. Which I thought, again, was pretty cool. Probably some of the coolest training I got to do out of a TSB, ARMA community. Would I ever bring any of that to TSB? No, we just play the ops. But, you know, making something crazy like this, that wouldn't be too bad. Little stamina break. It's over, player base! I have the high ground! Let's see if I can get to right there. Yeah. See? So if you get booped, you gotta find a way to, you know, get back up. I should have done a second jump. I would have landed on the sidewall, and it would have been fine. What would be really dope with something like this is an ascension cable mod. That would be interesting enough. See, still recharging. So let me actually grab one of the quote-unquote new jetpacks, one of the ones that
let's give him a warm
prompt
welcome,
that
shall we?
message, something that I recently found in these R&D updates as a new addition since I was since I've been gone. So, here's the thing. I've blended all this shit together. So, by the way, invisible backpacks, don't touch them because one of them will crash everything. So it's not a resistance one. We'll know because I'll get a little prompt. But they're mainly a Star Wars group, so if I were to scroll to a certain level of jetpacks here, JP, Acklay, that's their freaking airborne symbol. Yep, so this is what it gives you. So it actually gives you a little thing right there, and you just Control Y to use it. Allegedly. But looks like it only gives you 1 jump. Also, if you're a Zeus, you can't use them because it uses your Zeus percentage. Cool. That's funny. It overrides the ability, but still plays your little script. So there you go. But it looks like it works the same way as the other jetpacks, so... It just, you know, has a little less boost. So I would just say we can completely stick to vanilla. It just gives you a nice little HUD display there. But, you know, everything's got to be tested. I still love the OWO. That was probably Rexy. Or no, it was probably Namanai. He still works on it. It was definitely fucking Namanai. Cray, man. Plus, I like the flame effects it makes for the jetpack. Now, this is another little issue. If you get stuck, you just gotta, you know, V in a corner and you should be fine. Now, where do we go from here? Looks like a good spot. I didn't let it recharge fast enough. Fuck. So yeah, V, if you get armored in a corner, gets you stuck. Attack on Titan or Planet Side 2, yeah, right? But yeah, what if I gave a group of Mandalorians, you know, some sort of AO where they got a jetpack across Iberius, and, you know, either do some sabotage of certain targets, or, you know, blow something up, and I can make a localized, garrison town militia that they have to fight or something. And, you know, that's the op. So right now, I'm literally just fucking around with jetpacks doing, oh my god, Liru, you didn't let it recharge quick enough. So yeah, you gotta give it time. You gotta give it time. Each boost takes 75% of the jetpack. And it takes about 5 seconds for it to get back to 100%. So you gotta be patient. You gotta time it. Which is why I'm thinking the interface would be easier for the player base, because it shows them everything. Because the whole reason they did all that jetpack training in Airborne and Acklay in the 501st was so people could get used to the jetpacks, so they, you know, got a feel for the timing of it. I used to have it. Completely fucking lost it, though. Because it's been like a year and a half. Is there wall running? No, unfortunately there is no wall running. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... that second boost, ride the corner, get stuck, hit V, and it cuts. So I could do is I could jump to that instead and get up there, but I'd have to put some hints down of some sort, like shadow marks or something. Oh, hold up. What are people sending me here? Iceberg, that's pretty dope. That's some good stuff. The waifu one, there is one of her shirtless, and that's also the intro pic of a certain comic I like. So yeah, jump to these. Yeah, no, that one's better than Barb's. I'm not really a fan of muscular ones. I do like thick thighs, though. I will say that. Right, those arm marks from a Pathfinder Scout could work. So, Arc, I agree with that in terms of lore. However, we'd have to find something in the mod set that could work. Now, we did find holograms from the Pandora map. So what we could do is, you know, something like that. But they're also going to have to be trained to, you know... This is actually going to be like the ultimate enhanced movement training of if you get to the corner, you know, control space spam. Alright, so should I go back into town or should I get to that high tower? Because again, I'm just kind of testing out the entirety of the map here, so I'm actually... that might actually be tough. See, if I want to get up there, I probably would have just done a double jump. And then there. So, I think that's doable. Based off that, because you would probably double jump to get up to that corner and then do a single jump right there. Ah, fine. We'll get to the high tower. Stand by. I can make it if I do that. Yeah, so if you end up high enough, it also puts you in that fall stance. Now this one I might not actually make that. That one's pretty tall. Now if I was to make it to here, that's a little higher though, but we can try this. Oh no! Splat. Alright, so yeah, angle is one of the coolest things about these packs though. But that's fine. See, if I wanted to get up there, I would have jumped to there to then get on that little ledge right there, to get on there, and then that, so that's fine. I'm not gonna make it, but we have this little slot here. So I can do is something called ride the median with this one, or actually I could just get up to there. Yeah, and then you got a little flame effect from your jetpack too, which you're seeing dissipate in those particles, which I always thought was pretty cool. So get up to here. We're gonna double jump to that side ledge and then get on the rooftop. You son of a bitch! Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely have to give them the jetpacks with the interface. Otherwise the players are not gonna know how to utilize it properly. I just completely overjumped that. But there is going to definitely be some difficulty. I might have to restructure how some of the town is here. Cack, I can't even get back on the first building. Oh! You sent me Pepsi Man on Discord? I love Pepsi Man. Let's see, what did Random Stone send me? When you say things... when you say things are Roger Roger, but they're not Roger Roger. Cack. And Don... Hell yeah, it's Pepsi Man. Except his eyes are fucked up. Boop. Yeah, so that's like the perfect distance. Yeah, so give it a minute to give it a double. Yeah, no, so we are putting TIOW in this mod set as well. So we could totally merge things to make it all work. I remember Granite said something, Granite, one of our tier 3 TSB, he said he wanted something like a sci-fi mod set that could have everything. So I'm kind of building it to be that ultimate mod set. Minus a few things like Grimdark and stuff, because I don't want to go too crazy. Because once you get so many different custom configs and everything, it gets a little messy. But it is entirely doable. Cool. So what was the point of that jump again? It was to get somewhere over there, right? Yeah, all of a sudden, that's not really looking, Oh, it's to get up there. No, there's no way in hell. I might, since I barely made this one, I might be able to get up to that part.
Send in go.
But it's gonna be close.
Now.
Bakovac, 65. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Barbarian, what the heck is that? Now, this is all dependent on if this doesn't slide me off. It slid me off. Yeah. That one ledge. That's okay. Alright, let's take it back into the city. It is possible to get up there, but it's gonna, you know, require a bit of testing, but I don't need to get up there to do the op. Oh, shit. Still love the flame effects. Oh god, what have they been doing well? Do I even want to know? Oh, I've had a few ops done where I missed a jump and say, oh shit, out loud. If you dig through... Actually, no, they wouldn't even... No, they might still exist on YouTube. The few ops I did as an Acklay Airborne, there are a few times where I said, oh shit, in the jump because I missed. It's definitely still there. It's just buried. We have over 3K videos on Liru's channel right now, so yeah, they're... I try to organize them by playlist a little bit, though. So honestly, if I were to do this jump, I'd actually do it back here so I can set it up a bit easier. See, and then you get that jump, and then that jump. And then V to cancel. Yeah, I don't have a TBA on Arma stock yet. They're quote-unquote reworking things because of the Ace Medical update. I'm going to be perfectly honest, and I don't mean to sound rude here, but my team was able to make it in a week, and then they had a TSB main mod set update, which, you know, caused another week of testing and ops because they added mods like Chemical Warfare that weren't properly tested, and they broke the fucking server by causing desync. But we fixed that. It took us another week, and it's been over a third week, you know, of us just having ops. So, you know, they've had that same amount of time, and I haven't heard anything. So, I don't know. When I say they, I mean the people that are making Arma stock. But, yeah. No, I know Sniper Wolf's kind of done right now because of that. But, what happened in TSB, but, yeah. I still call him Sumper Wolf sometimes off of that one joke. Sumper Wolf. But yeah, I might adjust some of the building heights here. I might delete some of the buildings, make some new ones. I've got plenty of time for this mission, but I think jumping around like this would be pretty cool. Oh, is TMTM the group whale? The unit running Arma stock. Yeah, that makes... It rings a bell. Oh my god, no! I went in the fall animation! Ah! Plat. Yeah, that sometimes happens if you jump too high. Fun fact, if you were to double tap V out of an airborne helicopter or plane, and you were to do control space to activate your jetpack, you would not take fall damage. So you could jump last second, completely negate the fall, and actually land like a badass if you wanted to. I've done that a few times. See, I don't even know who Maxor is, like... Maxor, if I typed that in TMTM General channel, I would be... Oh, cack. Yeah, no, there's all these, like, new names, at least new to me, like, new people I've never heard of that are getting, like... They were either super popular before, or they got really popular making meme stuff for Arma, and I'm like... I don't even know who any of these people are. Like, fuck. Here I am, just making ops, you know? But, you know, I'm glad that these other people are coming up and making their own groups. Because, honestly, for the longest time, it was like, you know, Luton's group. That was it. You know? Like, it was Luton's group, it was, Drewski had a group, there was the 506, 15th ME, but, like, actually, no, like, just casual units. Like, pure casual units that allowed for, like, shenanigans and shit. Then again, I don't know if these groups are casual units or not, but it was just TSB for a while that came out of Luton's group. It was, Luton, so then it was just TSB and BGO. Then somewhere along the lines, you know, FK became a thing. And and ZF, and it was that, and now I'm hearing about all these other casual groups coming. So I think that's good. I think that's really good, because I know there's some people that come to TSB and find that we're not the place for them because, you know, we still have some administrative stuff, and we definitely had our share of snowflakes, but maybe they have, you know, luck somewhere else. Because I hate it when people have to leave because their feelings are hurt or blah blah. You know, we're all here just to play video games at the end of the day. But I know some of my admins can be very harsh. But if I didn't have them that way, then this place would not continue to exist. I'll call TSB Middle School Arma cack. New kids in your Play with 6, don't even bring that back up. Oh man, Play with 6. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Not a name, but a term. Shit! I overjumped! I overjumped it too hard. I should have let it fall for a little bit. Ah! Yeah, there's an opt able to be done here. How do I get back up there? Probably need to get back up there. I could probably get up to that one, then that one. Maybe that one. Oh, shit. I can make the corner. Okay. I landed on it. I still freaking enhanced movement it just to be in case. Well, you're in 9 units, man. I think that beats my record. I think the most I was in at once was 7. I mean, what am I in right now? TSB, 506, 700th, and America's Enclave. So I'm only in 4 right now. America's Enclave is one of the Aftermath units. They're super casual in my opinion, but it's I like them just because it's you know, it's some Enclave stuff. And I found a few guys in there that actually play it tactically. I've only done 1 main mission so far because it's on a Saturday time slot that I almost never have open. But the one op we did, we actually, you know, played it as recon. And then, you know, Overwatch support as everyone else charged in and made it, you know, into a Charlie Foxtrot. But it was pretty fun. Why'd I jump back up here, right? I just want to get a lay of the land. This is where I fell off from. So if I go that way, I'd have to stay in the low grounds. But if I go this way, I can go that way. So that jump is going to have to be a double. Yeah, because I'm also working on some Fallout stuff as a side project, which we won't see for another month now. It was supposed to be released at the beginning of this month, but, you know, Ace update, other pushbacks. Now one of my co-Zeuses is temp banned from Zeusing in TSB because he couldn't stomach KTD, and I don't blame him for that. And for reference, KTD is a player in TSB who is, I don't know. He's a good case study of what happens when you get in the pants of some admins, but then piss off others. Oh my god. Iceberg, I'm not sure if you have access to TSB's administrative staff, but there's a... There's a frickin' Bjorn was putting out his survey for TSB, for, like, you know, actual TSB, not the Arma community, just wondering what he could do. And KTT wrote back on the email, quote-unquote, "Fuck you, Leatherman. I was never here." Like, what the fuck? I got a good fucking laugh out of that. I don't know, every Arma community has its highlights in people, definitely. You were in that channel? Yeah, exactly. Yes, KTD is very abrasive. I mean, here's the deal. Even though I hate to say it, his squad leading, since he came to TSB, has improved about 5-fold. And people are going to argue with me on this, but he actually, when he doesn't get flustered, he actually performs really well. Now, the issue is he gets flustered a lot, so you don't see the improvement. But I've been in ops, especially recently, where I've been in other squads and I've seen the squad perform, especially with the vets. Andrewza's recent op, where they literally charged into a town and did a lot of the legwork. He's improved, but again, can't get flustered. Which, I have the same issue. I get flustered, I start making mistakes, I start lashing out, you know. I agree with that. Yeah, he's quick to get angry, but I can be. I don't get angry anymore because it just pisses everybody off. I just shut down now because I can't even deal with it anymore. Because if I get angry, they meme me and say I use my NCO voice and shit. So I just don't care. But, you know, no one ever steps up to ground command. Other than, a very select few people. So, I mean, like, Grizzly's op today. Like, I was getting 15 frames and expected to take one squad of 12 dudes to clear out a town. And I'm like, no. Good false. Good false. Sounds like Grizz. Yeah, again, we all have our own flaws, but I mean, I've had a bias against KTD because he, like, you know, he didn't Fabit level sabotage one of my ops one time, but he did his own little thing to it. No! Oh my god, correction! Correction! Splat. But, you know, I always believe in giving people more chances to prove themselves, yada-da. But, you know, also at the end of the day, I just don't care. You know, we're all here to play video games. I'm not here to have big feuds with people. The only feud I had was with, I always forget his name now because I don't have the feud with him anymore, but the guy that was my last straw for leaving the 501st, that stole my op slot, because he wouldn't put my fucking mission file on the server. And then I, you know, found him like a year later and frickin' sniped him in the head. But I already said that story a few times. Earth Knight! Don, why'd you remind me? I was like, hey, I don't remember. That means it doesn't really concern me anymore. And then you made me remember. Yeah, also these op tray buildings are really well textured right there. Yeah, totally. Because you adore me suffering. Don. That's so nice of you to say. I'm so glad you care about my well-being as a human fucking being. See, here's the issue. We get these high-rises right here, but it's, like, very limited. So I could, theoretically... Uh-oh. Oh, actually let me climb it. Cool. I could double jump up there and then try a lawn jump. There we go. Yeah, right, Odon. Glad you think that. I mean, I know we bullshit all the time in Warcraft 3 too, but yeah. We've also done plenty of things in that game mode that we will never speak of. And there will be a day where I get drunk enough and we will do a legitimate fantasy life in that game. In which case I will cut the stream, break out my most erotic ERP character, and we will go to town. Why? Because why the fuck not? Oh no! Wait, no! He's on the fall mode! No! Splat. Oh, we're totally doing fantasy life one day, Don. Come on, we have to. Too late, Don. You're gonna have to shoot yourself. It has been said. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's the thing. If you enhance movement and you miss and it breaks the fall, then you take fall damage. And I don't have any bandages. Oh, man, no. Guys, you don't even know the half of it. I used to run in the RP community in Warcraft 3 that was Fantasy Life based for 2 years. Everyone thought I was a chick. That wasn't my fault, though, okay? That was a friend's fault. But no one's gonna ever believe me on that, so I just say, fuck it. No one believed me then. No one's ever gonna believe me when I tell that story. Ever. See, even when I sent them actual pictures of me, the friend of mine that went in there with me is like, no, that's just him making a fake Facebook to throw you all off. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. You are an actual son of a bitch. You know that? Yeah, it was messed up. Shadow, I think I saw that YouTube comment. Zeusing isn't really about skill of yours per se. It's more so skill of, you know, how much does your player base enjoy it? I'm not gonna lie, one of the best stops I ever did a long time ago was an op where everything, like, special and custom on it broke, and I had to, like, panic build an AO, and I understaffed it because I was worried about other things that were broken. And then we get to debrief, and I'm sobbing a little bit because I thought I completely fucked the op. And I said, I'm sorry, I fucked that. And they're like, what are you talking about? That was one of the best ops we've ever played. I'm like, what? So, don't be scared about it till you try it. Because if you, like, lowball your stuff, it's probably gonna do well with it. Yeah, right, Odon. Alright, so I'm going to try not to overshoot this gun, but if you notice, I'm starting to get to the level of height where I'm fucked! Oh, I couldn't even recover that one, too. Yeah, so if you go too high with the jetpacks on the high-rises, you start going into the 150 meters above the air, puts you in that Skyfall animation, which is the one risk of the jetpacks. Yeah, if your mission requires a super strict script to follow, it's probably going to fail. Because players, even the milsim ones, they like to go off on their own. They like to go do stuff. Unless you make a specific battle plan to say, hey, do this phase and this, then this, they'll still go off the beaten path. And it's exactly like D&D rules for, you know, Pathfinder 3.5, whatever. Because that's just how people are. People are curious. People are creative. And you have to kind of adapt with that. So that's why I'm trying to build a jetpack up. Because I want to see who can learn on their feet. I mean, we all suck at it when we start. Let's be honest. Look back at my Trump's wall op. The op that made me popular. That op sucked. You cannot look in me in the fucking face and tell me that op didn't suck. Some people tell me, oh my god, that was your best op ever. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. That op sucked. There's a reason I've literally remade it, I want to say 4 times over the past 2 years. And the last remake I made, which was an AAF campaign we did like a year ago, that was my favorite remake. Because we completely layered that thing with like concrete piers, put military towers on top, made ladders to get up to the piers. We like fortified the hell out of that. We made it like a super wall. Did that get any views? Fuck no it didn't. But hey, it was dope as shit. I mean, that was like before I was ever on Twitch, man. Whoop, there we go. So this is where the jumps are going to get a lot harder, because now we're in the fall animations. And so my goal, I think, was to get to that building, but there's no way in hell I'm going to run out of steam and probably land on that building. I could try that side high-rise. It's just, how do I get back up from there? Yeah, we'll try it. Oh, son of a bitch, I got... Yeah, if you can get body blocked on the corner, that's fun. Yeah, so if I do any jumping now, it's gonna fucking... throw me. There we go. So you got a V. How would you do a gate up? If you're talking about the anime/manga gate. Because we would need... Fuck, we'd need Japanese skins, we need lollies, we need dragons, we need space elves, which I guess we could... Eventually, when TIOW adds Eldar, then we can get some fucking elf skins in. I just know they're not going to work on that for a while. There's actually something really major they're working on start next month, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. How the fuck... Like, you could use the Stargate mod to make, like, they have a working Stargate teleporter system. I went for it, but the wind changed, and I have no control, and I'm free falling. In the tree! EVAs and Nanogenesis, yeah, right? Alright, Barbarian, what'd you send me? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Barbarian, that one hit way too close to home. That one... Whoever sent me a jelly donut, the Homer Simpson's donut, thank you, because that was some good eye bleach for what I just saw from Barbarian. Not that bad, but yeah. The fucking Frieza getting flicked off by the monkey. God, I haven't seen that in forever. That was awesome. Remember when I DM'd a 95-person event on a private World of Warcraft server? That's why I hard cap my shit to like 10 tops, because, oh man, past that. Okay, so what have we learned? Let's actually start building something here. Just ask Granite, he's the furry expert. We rag on Granite too much. He's a nice guy. So I'd probably make it more linear. We'd start over here. So what I'm thinking is... we could probably do a spawn over here and have them get to the edge of the town. And then I'd have to make some sort of shadow marker thing. But I'm going to have to make Mandalorian kits of some sort. So to do that, I'm trying to think. Alright, I don't really care for numbers here. What would be, like, a good-looking SL, you know? So I like his thingy, because I'm pretty sure that, like, each one of these, it goes to a different color, yeah. So we could do something like that. But how about I reserve the red one? We got a cape, too. I'll reserve the red one for, like, medical shit. And then this is black. So, let's say I wanted to do squads of 8, so 2 4-man fire teams. So what we want to do is Cape Guy. And then... yeah, so... 4, 4, 4... 5... 4, 4, 1. But we want to give him a cool cape. 3. So that should give us 8, unless I completely miscounted. So that would be a standard squad, and then I pull them back, and then the numbers I didn't use would be ground command. So ground command, 2 IC, and then 2 medics. In case bad things happen. And we're gonna have to look for shadow markers and shit. Oh, we love Grant. Grant's a great guy. Yeah, Don, I can handle 10. If I'm not feeling it though, I know my limits. I've done enough DMing to know what my limits are. Channel points are useless in this Twitch. I haven't even looked at what to do with them, you know? I've been too busy with crazy things like this. Okay. What can I build in his kit? So this gives him the A180 blaster. Let's look up some Mandalorian guns. Then again, it's almost midnight and it is technically a school night, so I might wrap it up soon. I know they use whatever the fuck they want, but I want, you know... I want some themes. You know, we could base it off of what we find in The Mandalorian. That seems to be a hit show everybody likes. I don't know. Food for thought. I just like, you know, theming things different. Ah, whatever. Or a Vulcan. I mean, I'm not going to do any minigun stuff. I know that for a fact. Let's see. For now, I'm going to definitely... Yeah, it's fine. I don't need MCC stuff. $20 bandages, cable tie. We don't need earplugs. I'll do 4 morphine, 4 epi. 4 tourneys. What era is it set in? That's a very good question. I'm gonna have them fight a militia, so it could honestly be any era. Again, with some of these ups, I'm also trying to show some of the mission makers that you could do whatever the fuck you want with this stuff. Like, it doesn't have to strictly be, for example, Republic versus CIS. Like, every fucking Star Sim community under the sun, except one, which is Imperial themed, but every Star Sim under the sun is Republic themed. And then there's one Empire group. It's like, why? I think there's also maybe one Mandalorian group. I don't know. They're all freaking clone troopers. And I'm like, why? There's so much you could do with this mod, but it just comes down to the amount of work, and a lot of people don't want to put it in. The shit we have in the TSB main mod set, you can make a World War II infantry op. Honestly, Iceberg, we could, because of the weaponry from RHS. And then Makarov, I know, is adding other crazy shit. Hell, do something with SKSs now that we have them in. Make a Tarkov op. Fuck it. Barbarian, send me more frickin' Neko stuff. Just have Bloodwing dress as a Neko? I do. It's fun. Alright, let's do 2 thermal debts. Squad leader will get perks as well. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do ballistic testing here. We could do A180s here, but... We do the new A180s. Yeah, the A180A and the A180B. These are from 212 stuff. These guns are freaking ridiculous. God, they still have them in there. It's a freaking ballistic slug thrower. It is it was at the time the most
Send in goat
overpowered
team
gun they put
6
in.
now.
Because the rounds would travel a lot faster than blasters, and they had us fight dudes with these. God, I remember skipping out on some of those, man. Ugh. Hell. Vatican Spook. God, I don't know why, it just made me, that just reminded me of Hellsing Ultimate. Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. Iceberg wants me to reply to a DM. Stand by. I don't know. It's also midnight, and now I have a lot of thinking to do. Iceberg, the answer to your question is I don't really eat bananas. I roast them first. Actually, I'm more of a plantains guy. Plantains are a good palate cleanser. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know, I'll think about that during school, tomorrow. I'll think about what guns I want to use. Definitely not gonna use any, rotary cannons, though. That's gonna be for later, though. But we'll probably keep it 180s. But there's a few other weapons I wanna, you know, play around with. But again, it's all gonna need to be ballistic tested. Actually, not necessarily. Only the weapons I'll be using against the Mandalorian armor will be. But, however, you have to note, the Mandalorians have, so this is what I'm talking about. I was mentioning earlier for some of the World War II mods. They have full ballistic and explosive resistance protection. So with the new Ace update, it makes you very difficult to kill. So I'll have to, you know, test to see what works with that. But worst comes to worst, I can just remove that because the main thing you want is the uniform, which, you know, only gives a little bit of health and ammunition. But anyway, I'm going to just hit apply on him to get that base medical. I'm going to save this because I'll have to do some custom stuff on the places I'll be having them jump on. And then, you know, there'll be custom explosives and all this other smooth jazz. And yeah, we'll go with that. But, you know, I think it would be fun to fuck around with the jetpacks. Maybe that's just me. But I know the previous Mando op we did, the players had a lot of fun using them, so we'll keep it going. Imperial Remnant or Imperial Line Militia or whatever. Yeah, exactly, Don. There's a lot of things. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, no. Have them in space. Have them jetpacking around and put a freaking cruise missile target on one of them and see if they can evade a cruise missile. Now I really want to do that. The issue is you don't have infinite charge, though, so once you run out of charge and try to recuperate, it's gonna hit you. Oh man, that would be fucked up. I want to see it now. The missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where the Mandalorian is. Kill all the Mandalorians and punch Baby Yoda in the face. That's how the meme works. Anyway, it is past midnight. I'm actually going to wrap this up. I've updated the HTML to a better version with AceX and put the new paste bin in the ModTet chat so other deuces can start playing around with it, but I'm pretty sure this will be my final version for testing unless there's another mod I forgot to add, but I think everything else should be okay, so cool. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for chilling with me tonight. Go operate operationally. We will be back on Wednesday, because tomorrow I literally am at school from noon to 10. Not my choosing, but, you know, it's just where the things are. But script jetpacks to fail. Rick, you're an asshole. Why would you do that? That's mean. But cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally.